Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today I wanted to take you through a tour of the Styles area in the DGX670 because obviously things have changed from 650s, 660s, right? So in your main display, and this is the only way I can set it up, so if you can't really see the display, my apologies. It's just the way it has to be done because I want you to see the keys here too. Anyhow, so what we want to do is use our little wheel here, and we want to scroll down to the style area, okay? Now, if you press enter, that's going to get you into the styles presets, right? Now, what we want to make sure of first is I want pop rock stuff, right? Which is another way to get right into this as well, okay? So we're in pop rock, well, pop and rock, okay? And we're going to press our start button. Now, when you use the scroll wheel, you only highlight a section as far as a little invisible box, right? So you got the outlines. Well, that's not changing our sound for us. So what we want to do is we want to actually use the other pad down below. So this is going to allow us to preview the sound, okay? Now, they all have their own default beat per minute, okay, which you can easily change by hitting the tap tempo button here and using the wheel to scroll up and down. Okay, another thing you can do is use these two bottom keys, right? Or the up and downs, okay? Now it doesn't matter if you use these up here and here or here and here, okay? So you can change the beat to whatever you want. The default is still always going to be 96, right? But we want to just preview sounds. Now another thing too is you have an accompaniment that comes along with this when the red light is on, it's active, right? So let's go to American Pop, for example. And if we just do a chord, any chord. Okay, now we're going to get an accompaniment with it, right? So now we can preview both the accompaniment and the beat, okay? Because you might not always want the accompaniment to play, you just want that beat, right? Right? So press the accompaniment button to turn it off. Okay? Now if you want to hear the accompaniment to that one, but you have different amounts of availability in each style. So here we have 3 pages, page 1, 2, and 3, which we access from 1, 2, or 3, okay, to make it simple. So let's go back to previewing. So this is Brit Rock Pop, Standard Rock. Now if you choose to use the scroll wheel, that's still going to play. You have to actually press enter, which is why it's easier to just use the lower pad, right? But I don't want the accompaniment, but I do want something simple here. So let's go accompaniment. Press simple. The accompaniment, even though it's still lit, it's not doing anything. You've got the bass notes. Now, of course, you can also change your variations. You've got 4 of them. You can have a break. Okay. Now, let's say you want ballad. Same thing. The beat's still going. We're going to hear what it's got. That's like 61 beats per minute. That's pretty slow. Easy 8 beat, 100 beats per minute. And again, we have multiple pages. So we're going to have 1 to 2 genres per selection. So we've got pop and rock, we have ballad by itself, dance and R&B. Okay, that's actually some cool stuff. Electronica. Now, of course, once we find something we like, then we can always go back by going to exit. And let's go up to our grand piano here. Okay, we want to enter that, but I want synth and pad, club lead. Okay, exit. Too simple, right? That easy to get back to there. But while it's playing, you can hear the accompaniment for each one, right? But if we don't want the accompaniment, we just want the beat. Now we can turn off the accompaniment, and our keyboard is ours, completely. 1 to the end, right? It's when you hit that accompaniment that you're going to get Disco Philly, movie disco, 80s disco, right? But we've got all kinds of them in here. Detroit pop, soul. So that's the basics of the styles, right? And you've got country and blues too. Now if I go to page 3, press enter, blues. Right? Blues rock. I like this one, it's a really nice one. Okay? And if you want some gospel swing, so the accompaniment can actually be a really good thing, but it can also be very annoying at times too, depending on what you're trying to pull off for your music, right? You have an entertainment section as well. Sci-Fi March. Secret Service. And you got 5 pages of this stuff. And you can change the tempo any way you want on any of them, which is great. great. Anyways, that's your basic tour of the styles area of the keyboard. So we've pretty much covered the majority of this keyboard as far as the main features that you're going to want to really know about that are going to be very easy to work with. Also, do check out my video on how to use this keyboard as a full-out MIDI controller. It can actually be done. Okay, a lot of people on the internet were saying, no, it cannot be done, it cannot be done. The manual sucks as far as explaining that stuff. I figured out how to do it, where you can have this as just a straight MIDI interface controller. Works perfect. Anyways, so that's our video for this. So thanks for stopping in and checking it out. If you have questions, feel free to ask, but this section is pretty much self-explanatory. But either way, do stay tuned. Check my channel for anything regarding the DGX660, the 670. If you want to know about the 650 and the 660, I've had those pianos too, and I have some videos on those. This one I'm actually doing a lot of videos on because it's the only one I have right now. I don't have the other ones anymore. But I'm really, really loving this 670, and it's definitely worth a serious look at if you're looking for a new keyboard, or you're just new into keyboards and you want the ability to have not only piano sounds and electric pianos, but all the other stuff, including full synths and all that jazz. I mean, this thing is very, very nice compared to previous generations in this series. Anyways, so thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.